everybody. Today I thought I would come on and share a little Amazon resin kind of bits and bobs to get you started into resin craft. So first of all I want to talk about the resin that I use from Amazon. So I use this craft resin, low viscosity, yeah, you just get 2 pots like this. It's a 1-to-1 mixing ratio, and I just find it really good for my projects, and it's not a bad price because sometimes resin is quite pricey. It also comes with these sticks. This one is used, needs a bit of a clean. But I keep them and they're always quite handy. It also does come with a pack of, just 1 pack of gloves, but again always handy. You should always make sure to wear the correct PPE when you're working with resin. So that's the first thing. Next I actually want to talk about this mat. It is a silicone mat. It comes, the ones that I got was a 2-pack. It comes with a blue one and a bright pink one, and I've just secured it to my desk with some sellotape, just to protect my desk and my work area. It's really good. Then if you get any bits of resin on it and stuff, you just wait for it to cure and it just peels straight off. Any dust or anything, you can just use sellotape and just get it up. They're really handy, so yeah, I recommend those. Next I've got this letter mould set. It's quite big, and it's been in use, so apologies that it's a bit dirty. But I make keychains on my Etsy shop. It's probably my most popular product, and I'll leave a link to my Etsy shop down below if you wanted to check it out. Also my Instagram and everything like that. But obviously to do that I need a mould. So this is the mould I've got. It also came with quite a lot of useful other things. So it came with this little tool, which is great for putting in your eyelets, in your resin pieces to make them keychains. Also came with loads of these little basic glitters. So there's red and purple, there's more of a pink, a black, a white and a green, a gold and a more muted pink, 2 different blues, kind of like a royal blue and a sea blue, and a silver, and then like a more antique gold. It also came with these, sorry for the glare, 2 little packets of eyelets, so 1 in gold, 1 in silver. Also come with jump rings. Again, just a few, just to get you started. So they're handy. It came with 2 lots of key rings. So it came with key rings like this, some in gold and some in silver, and then it came with key rings like this. So it's got like the big lobster clasp, and then a dangly and a ring there. Again in gold and silver, little mix pack there. And it also came with this little hand drill, and 2 bits to put in the end so that you can screw in your eyelet. Let me grab a keyring so you know what I mean. So this is type of keyring that I make in my shop, out of resin, and you can see in the top there I have a eyelet, and then I have attached a chain to make a keychain. So that's that set. So that's really good, like little beginner set, and then as you get more confident you could add to it. I also want to talk about these moulds. So I make a lot of coasters in my shop, and Amazon sell, they've got loads of packs of moulds, but this is the one I've got, and you actually get 2 of each shape. So you get 2 circles, 2 hexagons and 2 squares. But these ones are really good. I've kind of had a bit hit and miss with some moulds off various different places, but I found these ones quite good. So I will leave links to everything I talk about down in the description if you wanted to go and check it out. Next I want to talk about this glue. So I use super glue to secure my eyelet into the top of my keychains, just to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere, and I found this one quite good. I do leave it a while to go off just to make sure it's properly secure, but it's quite cheap and a little goes a long way. It's only a little tiny tube, what's it say, 5 grams, but yeah, it's quite inexpensive and I use it a lot and I find that it's quite good. Next we have these 2. So this is a box of mica powder set, and you get loads in here, loads, like so many different colours in here, and I've had this first box for about 8 months. I got it when I first started creating things with resin, and I'm still going. I have had to repurchase a couple of the colours, the ones that I use a lot, such as white and black, but for the most part there is loads in each little packet, and I think it's a great starter kit for anyone who's just experimenting or trying to figure out what they want to do with resin. This is great, and a little bit really does go a long way, and like I said, there are so many colours in here. So that's a great way to colour your resin. I also purchased these, which again are resin pigments. You get 16 colours in here, but these are liquid. So you just stick in a couple drops of this into your resin once you've mixed it, and it will create the most beautiful colours. And they're all glittery, so they're all shimmery. They've all got a little extra bit, they're not just a plain opaque colour, so it makes really, really lovely designs. Again, you get a wide variety of colours, you can mix the colours and experiment a bit more, and again, these have lasted me I would say about 8 months. I would say this is the one I use the most, and there's still about a quarter left, so yeah, you just need to add a couple of drops, but I find them really good, really a nice little, especially if you're starting off, not too expensive, and like I say, last a long time. So that's those. I also got flowers. Now you don't get this box with the flowers, that you get smaller boxes. Let's see if I can find one. Kind of a box like this, but several of them with some flowers in. Now dried flowers are quite expensive. I have found them slightly cheaper in other places, but you have to wait a while. The beauty with Amazon is that you can just prime stuff and it'll be there in the next couple of days, but you do pay a bit more. So these are just some of the flowers that I have gotten. I've just separated them into colours, but you can store them however you want, and I'll just link below a couple of sets that I have purchased in the past and have been great. Yeah, I have found flowers a bit cheaper some in other places, but like I said, you have to wait a while for them. So if you want them fairly quickly, Amazon Prime is the way to go. But yeah, so there's those. Also purchased on Amazon these tubs of foil. So we have rose gold or copper foil gold and silver, and I have had these since I first started with resin, so about 8 months, and some of them don't even look like they've been used. So yeah, I've had these a long time, and really this rose gold one, you can just start seeing that I've used some, but these other two don't even look like they've been touched, and I promise you I've been using them for 8 months or so. So these are excellent values, so good value, and again I will link them below. And you just need a little bit, like in this kiwi, you can see I've scattered some in the back, which you can see from the front there, and yeah, a little bit really does go a long way. So these are excellent. As I got more confident with my resin pieces and I knew the type of projects I wanted to make, I decided to purchase some big tubs of glitter, and I find these are great. I love the size of the tubs. In the top you can have a sprinkle or you can have a lot. You just open up whichever side you need. So that's really good. You can control what the amount of glitter that you have, and I just really like this brand. So it's Hemway, and they come in these really sturdy containers, and they're you can just line them up on your workspace and they just look great. So I have this like holographic silver hexagon one, I have a fine rose gold one, and then a fine silver holographic one. Again, I've used these lots of times and I've only used a little bit. They really do last a long time. They're a bit more expensive, but they last, so I'm happy to pay a bit more and know that I'm getting quality and a good amount of quantity as well. So that is super. And then the final thing I want to talk about is this little set here, and it did come in this case, and what it is for making earrings. So you've got the backs, so the little backs there, you've got smaller ones and slightly bigger ones, and then the fastener at the bottom, and you've got them in gold, silver, like a darker silver, like a platinum, and then like a rose gold coppery colour, and then you get the plastic backs as well, tiny plastic backs, but it comes in this case, everything is all laid out. It actually came in these little baggies. That's the slightly bigger ones. I've just kept those in there because I don't use these, haven't started using these bigger ones yet, so just kept them in there so that in case the worst happens and I drop this case, they don't all fall out. Yeah, and I've just opened up the ones that I've started using, but it's such a good case and really good value when you think about the individual, like how much it would cost for the individual backings. So yeah, if you're thinking about making some jewellery with your resin, then I would say this is a fantastic kit. Really gets you going. And I just use that super glue and just put a dab on the back of my piece, and then attach the earring back, and then you're good to go. So yeah, so those are my few bits. If you're thinking about beginning to start resin crafting, then there's a few bits that I would recommend, and like I said, I will leave everything that I can find, I should be able to find everything, linked below, as well as some of my handles, my Instagram and Facebook, and a link to my Etsy shop if you fancied having a look. But yeah, thank you for coming and watching this video. Give it a like, write a comment if you wish, and I shall reply. But yeah, thank you very much. See you next time.